Good afternoon, colleagues. We have just concluded the talks with the Ukrainian side. The talks were constructive. We have received a proposal from Ukraine to consider a clearly formulated position of theirs to include into the agreement. This proposal will be considered in the near future. The President will be briefed about that, and then we will give our response to the proposal. From myself, I can say that we are also making 2 steps to de-escalate the conflict, steps toward them. One of the things will Deputy Defense Ministry announce just right now about the military side of that, and then I will talk later about the political part of this agreement. Esteemed colleagues, I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about the statement from the Defense Ministry of the Russian Federation due to the fact that talks to prepare the agreement on neutral status and non-nuclear status of Ukraine and giving security guarantees to Ukraine are now moving into the practical dimension, considering the principles discussed today. The Defense Ministry of the Russian Federation to increase the mutual trust and to create necessary conditions to continue with the talks and to achieve the final objective on agreeing and sign the above-mentioned agreement. The decision was made to cardinally decrease the military activities in the Kyiv and Chernihiv directions. We come from the assumption that in Kyiv they will make important essential decisions and the conditions should be created for the further work. In bigger detail about the May decision, General Staff of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation will inform after our delegation will come back to Moscow. And I would also like to address the representatives of Ukraine and to appeal to Ukraine to follow the Geneva Convention strictly, also in regards of treating the prisoners of war in humane way. We want them to exclude any tortures against our Russian prisoners of war, and we call on the Ukrainian side to take all the necessary measures to exclude such practice. Thank you. And I would like to add to that, as for the matters about the meeting, the summit between the heads of state, from the very beginning, we said that this summit is possible. It is possible when the agreement will be ready to be signed, agreed by the negotiators and foreign ministers. So that's how we agreed since the beginning. The agreement first should be drafted, then it is approved by the negotiators. It is approved by the foreign ministers during their meeting, and then after that we talk about possible meeting between the heads of state to sign this agreement. That's not an easy matter, and it could be a multilateral meeting with the participation of the guarantor states, those who will guarantee peace and security in Ukraine. However, after today's substantive conversation, we have agreed, and we suggest a solution where the head of state might take place at the same time simultaneously with foreign ministers approving the agreement, and they can discuss at the same time various political details. And if the work on the agreement will be done fast, if the compromise will be reached fast, then it is possible to sign a truce quicker.